The Pacers play the Celtics tonight, May 25th, in Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. In tonight's game, they do not have Tyrese Haliburton. What's up, everybody? This is Kerry. In this video, I'm going to give you my best bet and my model picks for Saturday, May 25th, and the game between the Mavericks and Timberwolves tomorrow night, May 26th. Let's see how the model's doing so far. For the conference finals, the model's not been doing so great. All these road underdogs pulling the upsets have not been kind to this model. However, it's still 37-35 for a 51% win rate overall. Let's see how the model does this weekend since the series, both of these series are switching to the lower seeds home court. The Pacers are the home team against the Celtics, and we see that their offensive rating, defensive rating, and their pace at home is very high. But still, the Celtics have a very high offensive rating as well, and a strong defense on the road. So we see the spread over here at 0.5. The Pacers are the underdog. That's almost a toss-up there. But as I mentioned in the preview here, we're going to actually change the numbers here based on what the Pacers did without Tyrese Haliburton in the lineup at home. So there's just 5 games here, and that's quite a small sample size. But let's just see what happens. They had an offensive rating of 119.8. They had a defensive rating of 115.4. And they had a little bit slower pace at 100.7. So with those changes here, without Tyrese Haliburton in the lineup, they are now bigger underdogs, which is no surprise. In this particular string of home games, a little bit after the midseason, when Tyrese first injured his hamstring, that was again against the Celtics, we saw Buddy Hield as a starter on that team. So this is not quite the same Pacers team that we have now, obviously, but I can imagine that we're going to see Nembhard probably at the point. He's typically the starting point guard when Haliburton is out, because I feel like T.J. McConnell is just too important to be the floor leader for the second unit. They might very well start Ben Shepherd. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. Here's a game on Sunday, May 26th. The Mavericks are at home against the Timberwolves. And of course, the Mavericks are a better team at home, according to the offensive rating and the defensive rating and pace and so on. But again, the Timberwolves are still a very strong defensive team, even on the road. I'm kind of surprised that the Mavs are 1.6 point underdogs here, according to this model. However, if you look at the games in which they won, the first 2 games in the series here, they didn't win by much. In fact, the Timberwolves had a pretty good lead in the last game, and the heroics of Doncic at the very end there, where he made Rudy Gobert dance. That was a very big-time shot by a big-time player. But I think the Timberwolves are still going to keep this close. So if anything, I would lean towards the Timberwolves covering the spread, but I'd rather just stay away from this particular game. Here are the spread lines taken on Saturday, May 25th. The Pacers are 7.5 to 7-point underdogs at home against the Celtics, again without Tyrese Haliburton. And for tomorrow night, the Dallas Mavericks are 2.5 to 3-point favorites at home against the Timberwolves. So here are the best bets for the conference finals, Game 3, May 25th, May 26th. We see again that the Pacers are 3.8-point underdogs, and the sportsbooks are giving them 7.5 points. Now, this is going to be my best bet, and I'll tell you why. I really believe that the Pacers, with their home crowd, even without Tyrese Haliburton, are really going to fight to try to keep this series competitive and going, maybe with the idea that Tyrese might get back. But the Pacers are a pretty proud organization, and I don't see them just laying down, not giving up a good fight to the Celtics. Tomorrow night, Sunday, May 26th, the Mavericks at home against the Timberwolves. As we saw in the spreadsheet, the Timberwolves are still a favorite, even though they're the road team. But because they're getting 3 points, the model will pick them at +3. That's it for this video. Good luck on your bets. See you in the next video.